Recording in progress.
Wicked what? I got it, Zoom. Here we go. Recording is in progress. Hello, Arcadians. Randy. Hi, man. Randy? Randy? No! Fucking technical difficulties! Son of a bitch!
I'm fucking with you, Sean.
Okay, cool.
For our listeners there, I was just pausing for a second in a weird position because we had some issues last episode. So, but that's okay. We hopefully got it all solved. Everything's running okay.
My life was pain.
Good.
Oh, man. Okay. We did, go in and say, hey, man, or you did. You were like, we had some bad technical difficulties during our recording.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. I listened to the podcast after that, and I'm like, where did you fuck up? And then I begin. Like, wait a minute. Hold on. It
actually, I know.
Sense.
Well, it's because I had to do some edits. I did some edits to it. So.
Okay, I got the edits, right? Because on my side, because I am recording this.
Yeah.
And I went, okay, that's where that happened. But, if Randy boned, if his internet boned, I would sound horrible, not him.
Yeah.
Or him. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's actually, we're not, down. Well, for me, it's down.
It's so weird. And, when you go off, I'm like, I could hear myself perfectly. But you fuck up, and it was your internet, and then it was the brown outage.
Yeah, then we had a little bit of power
and you could
problem.
still hear me?
Yeah.
Fine. But you completely were just done. And that... On a technical level, I'm like, how the hell does that
I actually tried to figure it out because I thought it was multiple different things.
Uh-huh.
And I made the mistake of checking to see, okay, let's see if it's maybe it's my hardware. Let me look at my computer and see what's going on. And then turns out that there was nothing wrong with it, but I did some things where I had to fix what I thought the fix was, and it wasn't actually an issue. So I was like, shit. Not that I had to reinstall the operating system or anything, but it was just some irritating things where I was like, "Oh, damn it! I need to." I have some coding software on my computer that I was like, "Well, maybe this is messing it up because it is kind of large. Maybe it's messing with the storage. Let me uninstall it." And realize, nope, that didn't do anything. It's perfectly fine. And then I realized, shit, I need to reinstall this thing because I use it at least once a week.
Crazy. Okay.
Fuck, that's 30 gigs of software I have to reinstall. God damn it! Yeah. That was actually I was like...
Man, okay. The video's done for June 6th.
Yay. Not June 6th. Hey, we got it. We're going to put them up there. We're getting up there, folks.
I am a...
And Cardians, thanks for Arcadians out there. Thank you for, for sticking with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that is really cool of you guys. Thank you. I'm going to post this up on our YouTube right after this recording, so by the time you hear this, it'll be up there. Last week's episode, I am not... There's no fucking way.
I mean, definitely, we could just be like, just put the audio...
Shit.
Just put a video, put a screenshot, various screenshots of things that say technical difficulty.
Yeah, so all right.
Like partner dust?
Yeah, doing that. I actually looked for photos of you or me. I had one of me during our old playthrough for House on Haunted Hill, and it's just me doing this, and I thought that was cool, right?
Yeah.
And I was gonna use it, and I was doing all the editing for it, and then when you go out again, I had this idea that I put in one of my personal videos on my YouTube channel. We'll be back later during some random chaos going on in the background, and the music, like that sort of shit would play. And I wanted to do that, but I was looking at this and I'm like, this is the fourth thing I would actually have to make for this for this video to make this work. And I am already I don't mean to procrastinate as much as I am with making these videos, and I feel bad. But when I get home, I'm like, I don't want to go and do anything. And fuck. So I usually work on these during my weekends. And good God, to do that, it's I could do this. I could work on that video, but I have to do laundry. And then I have some other shit to do. And some other family shit going on, and then house stuff going on, and then like, but I need to work on the videos, and it's finding time where I'm not working 12-hour days comfortably or constantly. They say 8 hours, but they mean 12. So, yeah, that would be great. So yeah, I mean, if I could work a normal job. But
I mean, your job is normal. I mean, it's not like it's not an abnormal thing you're doing. It just happens to have irregular hours.
Yeah. Like Arcadians, I feel like I bitch about this a lot, so I really want to like stop doing that. You guys already know I'm looking in for a new job, and things are getting good on that end.
That's good.
But I don't want to put it out on the podcast to like jinx anything, you know. But for the time being, right now, it's prospects are good, and I'm hearing back from people, so that's pretty cool. For day shift and maybe occasional weekend days where I would have to work. Occasional. But that's not occasional. It's like, oh, yeah, maybe like every weekend you'll have to work. And then maybe one weekend during the month you'll be off. You know, so I don't know. We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. And if it's like worth my time and worth my while to actually do this particular gig, but no, whatever's. But
take a chance, man.
I do. So I think you're right, Randy. I do have to really take that chance. But never mind all that, man. So, new week. How are you doing, Randy? How are those things, man?
Well, I mean, as people are listening to this, in the United States, we just celebrated the 4th of July, which is the Independence Day of this country.
Yeah, happy 4th of July, Randy.
Yeah, that all passed, and no, that week, because it was a holiday weekend, so it was all right. I thankfully, because I just, last couple of weeks, I just haven't looked at my inbox for a lot of things on my personal emails, and decided just by chance before I went to bed on, Saturday night, that, hey, I'm going to look at my email, and I see an email that's from Steam support that says, hey, by the way, it's now July.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we talked about that Steam Deck you pre-ordered? Yeah, you can pre-order it now. You have until July 3rd at 9 a.m. in the morning to buy it. And I went, what day is it now? And I went, oh shit, it's the 2nd. Oh shit, I gotta go in there. So yeah, so I got a Steam Deck coming. I actually kind of panicked because I was like, oh crap, I gotta make sure I have all these Valve Steam codes that I've been using that I never redeemed. So now I got it.
Oh, okay. You know what? Oh no, I know I zoomed into myself in the camera and was like, wait a minute. You didn't pre-order
I did.
the Steam Deck. It was like, okay, but
I did.
I remember you pre-ordered it with like $5 down or something.
Yeah, that's what they asked for.
And so they're like, hey, they finally emailed you back. Where it's like,
you're like, yeah, you can buy it now.
Put the rest in.
Shit. Well, because they had it where it's like you went depending on when you pre-ordered it, like the time frame you were in this time frame, and the delays. So yeah, I looked. I was like, oh, like I was in was it after the 3rd quarter or whatever it is after it's been released, and I was like, okay, and like, what is that? And I remember it was coming up, and it was saying, hey, you're between July and September. So I thought, with my luck, it's going to be September.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it. It'll be like maybe on my birthday in October, I'll get it. And you're like, no, it's like, no, we're ready we have it for you now. I'm like, oh shit, let me go to redeem all these, because for the past, year, I've been, saving up and buying Steam cards and getting them as gifts and using coupons at GameStop and whatever gift cards I can get to buy Steam. Because I was like, you know what? I want to put my card information out there. And just because I've been burned before by other companies and their online purchasing as far as their gaming stuff goes. And then I went, I'm like, oh shit. Okay, put it all in there. Like finalized the purchase.
Okay, yeah.
And like, all right, cool. And I got it final. Like I finally got an email saying, yay, you are one of the people that's gonna get one now. Hooray! Here's I think I got a FedEx tracking number. I don't know. We'll see when it comes.
Oh.
To be honest, I don't even know. I'll look it up. I'm like, I'm so far away, or it's been so long since I've done this, since I've started this whole ordeal. I'm like, I mean, obviously it'll be very different when it arrives. I'm like, hey, it's here.
Yeah.
Let me turn it on. And I keep thinking about, like, immediately go to the bad things. Like, there's horror stories of people who got it and then it was packaged incorrectly. So when they opened it, it fell out and landed on car. Like, I would be like heartbroken by all those things. One person opened it, and because Valve did not pack it carefully, that's the thing I'm really worried about, is that Valve ships it in a box that says Valve Steam Deck, and that's it. Like, no, there's no outer box. They just send it like that, which I'm like, Valve, I'm just saying, as a person who's ordered things online, and Sean, you've done this, you've ordered things online.
Oh boy.
It should, if you have, especially electronics, it should come in the box and then in a shipping box. 2 layers. And then, obviously bubble wrap in there. No, there's videos of people who are like getting it, and it's like, good thing my FedEx guy doesn't know what this is, or else it's like, dude, you're going to get it jacked.
Clearly he didn't know what it was.
Yeah, or people are like, I'm like, what are the chances of, I mean, I wonder what the theft rate is of people who were trying to, like, these were en route, and you're like, nope, didn't make it. I don't know, I guess I can look online and say, hey, how many people did not get their Steam Deck after pre-ordering it? But yeah, there's one person who said, look, this is how it showed up, and it's like the box was crushed, and they opened it, and the screen was just cracked. And I'm like, oh man, I really hope Valve helped them out, because I would be pissed. I would be so angry.
Man.
But yeah, so I'm gonna get a Steam Deck. I'm like, hooray! We'll see how it
Advice
plays out.
for Valve: bag it. In fact, double bag
it. Bag it better. Pack it in a separate box. I know it's like, dude, come on, man.
Deceiving. Make it look like a bunch of Dixie cups.
Make it just say box. That's it.
Box.
Like, what is it? Box. That's it.
Box number 39.
Yeah. That's all it is. And then open it up. Like, okay. Like,
sweet. Yeah.
Okay, but yes, I'm gonna have a Steam Deck, and then
nice.
I guess we'll find out when I'm playing things on it. So I guess I'll do a review. Actually, I will do a review on it, and I'll record a video. I'm like, here it is. I'm gonna do. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny because I'll be like, because I'm like, it'd be a very different video had I gotten it in, was it November when this was supposed to come out? Mm-hmm. It would have been a very different, exciting video. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, it's been a year. I actually can see that I pre-ordered a year ago. A year ago. I was being angry online because I couldn't get into the goddamn website, and then finally it got there. I'm like, okay, cool, accept my information.
Yeah.
Jerk. Take my $5, you jerk.
A lot has changed in a year, too.
I know, it's like, I know. But yeah. So,
honestly, like now, like that Steam Deck would have been really cool back in November. Now it's just like,
I mean,
cool.
It is cool in the, because there are other, handheld gaming PCs out there, but they're also nowhere near as expensive as those. Like, Steam Deck is like still half the price.
I could be playing my Genshin Impact in bed now.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I do that already because I have an iPad. I can do
exactly.
That. To the people who made Genshin Impact, you guys are awesome though, because you put it on everything. That's impressive.
Yes.
That's super impressive.
Yes.
But yeah, you can play Genshin. I mean, I forget that there's actually people I know who want to play with me. I'm like,
on Genshin?
Yeah, they want to they're like, hey man, check this out. I'm like, oh, I don't care. But yeah, anyway.
I'm just collecting waifus, man. Don't come on.
No, man, I'm just doing stuff. I'm just trying to play this thing. Hold on, I gotta charge my iPad. Here you go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you should do that.
But yes, I guess that's the good news I have.
Cool, man.
I'm like, I got Genshin, or not Genshin. Well, I could play Genshin Impact. I mean, it's on Steam, right? Is it on Steam? So I'm like, hey.
I don't know if it is on Steam. I'll tell you what is on Steam. Capcom Fighting Anniversary. Or, sorry.
That's not it. That's not what it's called.
Fighting...
Collection.
You know what? Yeah, Fighting Collection. I got that. I got it on my PS4, and I'm like, yeah, I had to buy this. And, for just all the Darkstalkers, and then Puzzle Fighter. I've never played Puzzle Fighter. If you can believe it. No, I'm
for real?
I'm very for real. Never played Puzzle Fighter. It wasn't something that attracted me to it back in the day, so I never played it. So I have a copy of it now, and you know what? I said, you know what? Let's double down on this game. I bought it on Steam, so I'm like, yes, this is good. This is good, and yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on with me. Nothing crazy other than work and then editing the videos. And I'm probably going to edit this one. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
That's what you're in charge of, Sean.
I want to do it. Let's see what I can do.
Oh, you want to get this?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just now looking at my Steam list. I'm like, here, what? Now I kind of care. What games can I play on my Steam Deck?
Well, you can for sure. There's a bunch. Oh, actually,
Not trying to
we're
go back to
talking
my
about
Steam Deck,
Steam.
but,
Yeah.
But yes, but see, on Steam, it's like, where's that list at? Which I mean, obviously, it's impressive that they decided to make their own hardware after not doing well in that last couple of times.
Yeah.
But the fact that they made a list of games that are Steam Deck verified, which are like, hey, here are ones we know work. Here are ones that we know work well. Here are ones that...
Yeah. I bought New Turtles on Steam, even though I had it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Why? Because I can. A lot of my friends
Well, I mean,
were like, "Yo, we have it on Steam. Sean, get in here." And I'm like, "But I have it on Switch." I'm like, "You pansy ass! Why would you buy video games on the Switch?"
Because I can play
Grow up
anywhere
and
I
be
want
a
to,
man.
jerks.
Yeah, I
Be a
said
man.
that.
Yeah, be a man sitting at your desk in front of your monitor. I'm going to sit on the toilet and play this game. Suck it up.
I don't know if that's any better, man. But like, okay.
I don't know. Hey, man, if being a man is being on a computer and playing a game, I'm going to say, no, doing my duty.
Pooping
On the
and
toilet.
playing video games on the toilet. Manhood. Plus
Yeah.
4 to it.
No, I got it. I actually have the
Okay.
game on Switch. I have a physical copy. I pre-ordered through Target because they had a buy one get one. I was very disappointed to find out that Target sent me an email saying, "Hey," or when I ordered, like, "Yeah, you're gonna get this in July 15th. It'll be awesome." I'm like, sweet. Then I get an email that says, "All right, we need verification that you're okay
Yeah.
with this. Date change." I'm like, "What do you mean date change?"
No.
August 31st. I'm like, okay. Okay, I guess that's cool. I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
And then it's on Game Pass for Xbox, so. I mean, that's a game. Shredder's Revenge is a game I want to support on everything it is, because the fact that they did this, that the developer Tribute Games worked so hard, and I mean, I love the game. It's super rad.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
I
mean,
finally
even-
got like a multiplayer on that going, and it runs like a charm, and I love it. It's great.
I mean, it's also, the only gripe I have about it is that it is short, but then that's
is.
because that's how it is. It's not, that doesn't take away from the experience. It doesn't take away from the amount of time you spend it, because there is a lot of replay value.
Yeah.
Because you got to unlock shit. So, but yeah, I mean, it's super good. Super good. Oh, actually, is it Steam Deck verified? Let me take a look. Tell me
what,
if it's
Turtles?
Steam- Yeah.
It should be. Why not?
I mean, I don't know. Some games I'm like, why aren't you Steam Deck verified?
Okay. Well, for
Why
sure, I get the. I hear that Elden Ring is. So you could do that.
Which, yeah, I mean, it's all about how optimized it is. It's
Fair.
like, oh, is it good for this?
I hear that Skyrim is, and like you can play Skyrim on your refrigerator. So
Well, yeah.
Do
You
that.
can do it on, was it Amazon Alexa? You'd sell
Yeah.
Fusuda.
You could, and that's cool, I guess. So I mean, I can't imagine like a whole lot not being Steam Deck.
There are some. I've
verified.
seen some where I was like, oh, okay. Oh, no, it is saying Steam Deck verified. Sweet. All functions accessible. In-game text.
Nice.
The game's default graphics information will work well on Steam Deck. So if I don't do it, what if I want to turn it all the way up? I don't know what.
Oh, like
what
the
that,
settings? Good lord.
Yeah, I'm like, how much more taxing is these
Eat
settings
that
to?
battery life.
Basically that'd be it. That's pretty much it. But
You
yeah,
just
okay,
get that, kill that battery life over just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's like, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm gonna
Shut
play
up.
this.
I'll do it. All right, cool.
And then-
What's up, man? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then watch, I don't know, YouTube videos on my Steam Deck because.
I mean, yeah, I could do that on my Switch, but like, why? But like, whatever.
know.
Like, you Steam Deck.
Well, it's the idea that
whatever.
No, it's the idea that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try and do something that's totally not game related on my Steam Deck. Just not like, yeah, I'm gonna, I don't know.
I'm using Discord.
I'm gonna
on my
I know,
Steam Deck.
on my Steam Deck using that little like, I'm not even gonna connect to the computer, no mouse and keyboard, all those touchpad buttons. That's it.
You know
all
the
I'm gonna do.
ESRCade recordings that we do?
man,
I
all
can
on
do
Steam
that
Deck.
while pooping.
I'm gonna do that on
the
my Steam
Deck.
On the Steam Deck. Oh, why don't
Oh yeah.
Huh? If there's
One day.
drivers for it, I wonder if I could hook up, like try and run.
Run Zoom
Run Zoom, run a
on your
webcam,
Steam Deck. Run a
be like-
webcam.
and then a mic, and then just do that all. the
There
time.
are. I have to
sure-
turn the mic off of my VidCam right now just to work this microphone.
I mean, it would be hilarious. You know, it's interesting is the idea that I would basically just use almost the same equipment I have now, except it would be on my Steam Deck, and I'd have to do extra stuff because I would need to make sure the power, like enough power, is running to everything. So no, it's probably not worth all the time.
Because you can.
Because I could. Well, because I can, but also it'll be really hard. You're like, yep, because I want to punish myself by using hardware that's not meant for this, just to go like, yep, I did it, guys. I did it. It's great.
Because I can.
No. But anyways, yeah, Steam Deck, hooray.
Congrats, man.
I mean, it's...
It ends a long arc of where's my Steam Deck?
Where's
my Steam Deck, Valve? Where's my Steam Deck? Yeah, exactly.
You got time to make deliveries to people with the Steam Decks, but you don't got time to send it out.
The fucking founder and president of Valve is going to people's houses, delivering Steam Decks. Where's your ass?
Where's mine?
I don't see you coming to fucking.
I know. I
Hard
don't see you
part
going
of
to East Bay.
The Bay, East Bay. No, you're not. I don't see it.
Anyway.
But that it ends the long running arc.
I know
in
it does.
ESRCade, so that's
I'm
pretty
trying
cool.
to getting hardware that is hard to attain.
Yes. I almost broke down and got an Xbox.
That's not breaking down. That's a good choice though. That is a good choice.
Thank God I didn't. I'm gonna say yet.
Okay.
Because some finances popped up, and I'm like, oh, here's your registration. I went, ooh, whew. I almost dropped $700 on some shit.
You know what? I'm gonna bring it up in a little bit, but we talked about that before. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, did you ever get that video card? That one.
Oh,
when we talked about how you're like your friend or whatever wanted to sell you a used card, I was like, dude, they sell it new now for less.
No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't. But I do have some news in that regard. I did. A friend of a friend provided my friend with a bare bones 2U server. With RAM and CPUs already installed.
Ooh.
All we had to do was add hard drives. So I did add some hard drives. So technically, I have a server.
What do you mean technically?
Well, technically, it's not on.
Okay. Oh.
And
okay.
I haven't.
So you have one. It's not up and running.
It is in Windows server is installed in it.
Okay.
It does turn on and off.
Okay.
I just would like more hard drives before I go and like really start using it, and then start to think, what the hell am I going to use this thing for?
I mean, whatever you want to put in there.
That
could be our drop drive. That could be our drop drive.
I thought of that, and it could be our drop drive. But I honestly was thinking, I'm like, fuck, if I was using this, and I just put some very fat GPUs in this thing, I can use it for rendering.
Yeah.
And thought, oh fuck, I can use it for rendering. That's not the worst idea. And then I was going through my like hard drive buying and such, and I look at the C drive on my PC, the one I'm on right now, and I go, wow, I only have 5 gigs left. I need to work this out. And dude, I just installed Epic Game Store's shit. So
why do you only have 5? That's the
because
you have more than one partition, right?
Oh yeah, I do. But I'm like, I have to install on the other partition, and I'm like, it's not the worst. But I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm buying a bunch of hard drives. I can make this better, or like just get some bigger hard drives and get like a bigger partition, so I don't have to really worry about the shit.
Yeah.
But like, I have a lot of terabytes still available on the other partition, but I'm like, but my C drive's got like 5 gigs left in it, though.
Dude,
That's
what are you doing, man?
I gotta figure this out. Something's
you gotta start
wrong.
Figuring out what you need to. You need to make sure your install drive's gotta be the one that has priority on stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
all right,
there's something wrong here. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
But yes, that was my week and whatnot, and job searching. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Hey man, you got new tech. That's good. All right, all
Yeah.
around. We're on the uptick, guys. We're on the uptick.
Hopefully it works out.
Next episode, we're gonna find out. Yeah, we both got PS5s and Xbox Series X's. Fuck, yeah, just showed up. We didn't even ask for it.
You know, if
Just
you
happened.
get that PS5 and I get the Xbox, I think that's a good like fair like balance
You're
on
like,
the
oh, yeah, we got
ESRCade.
these.
Everything is good now.
You're like, hey, we're
Everything
starting
is
to sound the uptick.
fine.
I'm shooting for everything else. It's like, yeah. I got two 3090s. It just showed up. You want one, Sean?
That'd be
Lupe's just
cool, yeah, dude. Thanks.
It's just Lupe's just using it as a bookend. So it's like, all right, well, put it in
Cool.
there.
It's still in the box and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If that happened.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway. All right, so now that we were talking about it, we were talking about consoles and, listening. And thank you, Arcadians, for listening to us talk about nerdy computer tech stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you this one thing because we had talked about it before.
Oh, God. Oh,
So
no.
Microsoft has made...
Okay, no, you didn't. Okay.
No, not that one. Made their Series X into Mjolnir as a collaboration for Thor: Love and Thunder. Now, do I think this is as cool as that Gucci one? No. Only because it doesn't come in that cool case. I mean, it's cool, but it's not... Because the Gucci one comes in that suitcase, which you're like, dang, that's awesome. Also, I mean, it's a kind of a little bit of a push, because this... I'm on technave.com, and they talk about it. It is a promotion that they're doing, and it's a prize you can win. It's on Xbox's Twitter account. I'm looking over here now. This is the Xbox Series X is looking a little different after a bit of love and thunder. Follow Xbox at Xbox and retweet with the hashtag Thor Love and Thunder Xbox sweepstakes.
Oops, my bad. Sorry.
What's up?
My fault.
Oh, for a chance to win this epic Mjolnir themed Series X. Best of luck. And it. The only thing I will say, because it doesn't say what it comes with other than it looks like Mjolnir. I hope that handle's there, because that would be like, fuck yeah. But it doesn't have that sweet case like the Gucci one did, which I'm like, damn, that's kind of rare.
Well, like, okay. Man, I don't know.
Also, I mean, granted, the Gucci one was also like, was it 10 G's? We're like, no, we're not paying that. No one's paying that. Not that no one is. We know we did an article about someone who did buy it, but this is like obviously a prize and it's really cool. But I'm like, I'm not sweating that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool though. It does look dope. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I was like, hey, it's not as cool as the Gucci one, but it's up there.
Okay.
If you're worthy.
I kind of like the Gucci a little better. I hate the color scheme of the Gucci, and it does come
but
with the
that's
back.
because it's Gucci.
But that's Mjolnir.
Yeah, it's rad. It's like, what if you combine the two? Like if you're that fucker who won the Mjolnir one, and then you bought the Gucci Xbox Series X one, so you could put Mjolnir inside the Gucci case and carry that around.
Okay, Bad Bunny.
Over there. Yeah, why not? Anyway.
Sure.
But yeah, so I look at it, I'm like, that's really dope, and I think about how because of the design of the Series X console you could do things like that. I think also when I'm looking at how what could you do with the PS5? I'm like, not that. Definitely couldn't do that. Definitely not that.
I can install it in my car, and it can look like a piece of stereo equipment.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could maybe put some shark fins on it and then make it for Shark Week.
Yeah,
the Shark Week thing one, but
you could.
I can't think of anything else for that.
Yep, you could. And when Sony starts making others, maybe then we can.
Their pro version. Their pro version's gonna be like, hey, we're gonna make it look this.
Or
way.
if they make a slim model.
Yeah.
I think maybe and not rely on the guy that actually
who made it like
one.
super thin, who made it like as thin as like a book. You're like, what the hell? Are you kidding me?
That's pretty rad. But yeah, no, I'm cool. That's pretty neat though. But about Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm hearing mixed results on how good that movie is. Like, it's cool, it's great, and then others are like, oh no, not no. I mean, really?
I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm watching it regardless.
Well, yeah.
It has Tessa Thompson in it It's got Jane Foster,
Well,
Thor in it, which I'm
Natalie
like, all right, I'm
Portman,
already
yeah,
in.
yeah.
I mean, Natalie Portman's in it. I am good. I'm good on whatever criticisms they have. I'm like,
Yeah.
does Thor swing the hammer around? Okay, good.
Neat.
Is
Let's
it
see
still
what.
fun?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, who cares?
Let's see what's going on with that, right? Sure. But if it's bad, I will be kind of surprised because, wow.
Eh.
I can't imagine a bad Thor movie.
I mean, I can. The second one's not good, but
I like the second one.
I like it, but it's not as good as like anything else. It's definitely in lowest tier.
Well, I would have said that was the first one, but like, yeah, maybe.
No, the first one. The first one has some. It just because of, I always give that movie, like, I remember that movie so much just because of the dialogue he has with Odin.
Yeah.
When he gets in trouble and he says, he looks at him and goes, "You're an old man and a fool," and just the heartbreak in Odin's face when his son's talking shit to him. And I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Well, with that,
Anyway, but yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. Who cares to see? Check it out. It's not to me to say the. No, I'm gonna say it's like the my worst experience watching a Marvel movie is on par with my best experience watching a DC movie. So
yeah,
I mean,
trade off.
until someone shows me better.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could have been The Flash, but we're not gonna talk about that now.
Hi, ESRCadians. Are you also tired of talking about Ezra Miller completely throwing his life down the shitter?
I mean, I'm more tired of
am.
I'm not even tired of talking about it. I'm tired of the fact that it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
Like, it's nowhere near getting better. It's like, God damn it. And
No.
then Flash movie is supposed to be the best one, too.
I
had
heard
potential.
they're
It's so
trying
good.
to make Ellen Page, or there's a petition to make Ellen Page the new Flash.
You mean it's Elliot Page?
Elliot Page, sorry.
Yes.
And I went,
Wait, Elliot Page, the new Flash. You know what? That'd be really that would be a better situation.
it would,
And he's got abs now, so
but I mean, it would, but I'm like, wouldn't he be a little too short to be the
I mean-
Flash?
I mean, digital effects. Who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I recently watched the Tom Cruise's Top Gun Maverick. And that movie
okay.
is actually it's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's definitely a callback to the 80s action movies. But I also reminded of, oh yeah, Tom Cruise is hella short.
He's like 5'6" or something.
He's hella tiny. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Ah.
Yeah. But I mean, ridiculous movie. But yet, still out swinging. He acts like he's a giant, but that's all. It's Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see about Love and Thunder. We'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, I'm gonna find out. I will find out after this Saturday when I watch it.
Cool.
So.
Awesome. I can't do
All right.
that. Boo.
No.
Maybe I would say I would watch it tomorrow, but tomorrow. Damn.
Oh.
Oh well.
Anyway, all right. So let's get into some stories here because
Cool. Which we kind of did, but I mean,
Well,
Let's
no.
keep going.
I mean, like the actual topics. Let's see. All right. So actually, we missed out. Well, not missed out, but since our last recording,
Yes.
Nintendo did a mini partner direct.
They did.
Which I actually didn't believe it was going to happen, and then it happened, and I went, oh shit, there
Well,
it
they
is.
said it was going to happen, but they don't say
They don't-
when it's going to happen.
Yeah, and it's because they never really announce anything.
Yeah.
Other than you get that email or you see the Twitter update or you get the thing on your Switch that says, "Hey, we got a new thing happening." So, but yeah, we're on imore.com, where everything announced in the June 2022 Nintendo Mini Partner Direct, which I watched and I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. There's some really fun things in there, things that I knew were coming, things that I didn't know were going to happen. And I mean, did you actually watch it, Sean? Did you get a chance
Yeah, I
to
did.
finally fire it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is one game that you were surprised by?
Nier.
Yep, that's actually the first thing I wanted to talk about.
I was really surprised by Nier because it's like I keep
You're right.
hearing that it's like, okay, all right, the Switch can do this, okay, and you're not gonna like
cloud game it to
cloud
us.
game it to us.
From my understanding, I've read reports that it is 100% not streamed.
Yeah, me too. I heard the same thing, and I'm like,
So,
what's this running at then?
I mean, I imagine it's going to be running like at 720, just because it's going to be built for, the small screen.
Yeah.
Not for. I mean, obviously it'll it'll run when you connect it to your TV and you have it docked and everything.
Yeah,
but,
hear 9 docked at 30
900.
frames per second.
Which isn't a terrible an experience. And realistically, if you want to play this on the big screen experience, you can play this on any other platform, and it's a great game. It's a fantastic game. I have it on Xbox One. I have an Xbox One, and end up getting it on PS4. And I think I also have it on Steam.
I don't know any version of Nier that is 60 frames per second, but I don't be wrong.
I don't believe it is.
I don't think it really needs 60 frames per second. But, I mean, still pretty rad. I'm down.
No, I was very surprised. And the fact that it's going to include all the DLC.
Yeah.
So cool. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And like when I saw when they did the presentation for it, I was like, no. Oh, yeah. And I'm waiting for the cloud. They have to tell you if it's cloud gaming or not.
Is it going to be cloud gaming or not? Apparently not.
And it's not. So it's like, okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see how bad it is when it's like in front of us in our hands and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, the game is good. I imagine that was it there? I believe I forgot who's the team. I remember they talked about who's porting it over to the Switch. Let me see if I can look that up.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's pretty. I'm very impressed by that. Just in general, just because that game is very pretty in general. Like just off the bat is really
when you can and I like running. I need to play this. I've never played Nier. I've only no because I haven't played any of the others. I didn't feel like it.
Well, you don't need to. There's you don't need to.
I know.
And
I gotta get out of that.
Because you don't actually.
You're right, and I need to get out of that mindset because every time somebody even talks about Nier, it's like, oh, it's beautiful. It plays so great. One reviewer, because I wanted to see how this game plays and what it looks like.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Not to interrupt you there. It's supposed to be at 1080p docked and 720 handheld.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm like, that's still pretty impressive.
That's not bad at all.
No.
Especially for a Switch. But he was talking about like precision as you're like dodging in between bullets and whatnot.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy.
All right, I could give this a shot. It's worth the shot, right? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I'm down. That did surprise me though. I don't know if you want to keep scrolling down this list. Sorry. MP3 users. But
yes, no. Actually, there's the game below it. When I saw the trailer and I went, this looks interesting.
Lorelei
and the Laser Eyes. The name sounds ridiculous, but it looks like a very good mystery whodunit type of game.
I kind of forgot about the trailer on this, and
I was like, I couldn't forget about it because I was like, what the hell is this?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that looks cool. Comes out in 2023. It's actually going to be on the Switch first, so I'm like, all right.
New Bomberman.
Yeah, Super Bomberman R, and it's coming. There's the sequel, which I actually had not forgotten, but I'd realized that I've heard that there is another one coming, just didn't know when if ever it would show up. So I mean, did you play the Super Bomberman R on anything yet? It's on the other console.
Man, I don't know. I'm not like a really great big Bomberman fan. I did play the Saturn version.
Oh yeah, and different type of game, but yeah, Saturn Bomberman's the best one.
See, I keep hearing that.
Yeah,
and I had fun with it, and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty sick. All right, this is pretty sick. I can do like some Bomberman. It sucks that every Bomberman that's been out now or lately is like, it's not the greatest Bomberman. So it's like, wait, I played the best one, or like, on accident.
And it also doesn't help that version of the game there wasn't a lot made of it, so it's actually really sought after.
Oh fuck!
I think it's like
didn't own it.
$600 or $700. No, I know, but I'm just saying that it's like a $700 game, I think. Now.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Saturn games.
Yeah, Saturn games. Mega Man Battle Network.
This one, the trailer. I was actually really surprised to see this on, just because Battle Network. Although a lot of people like the game because it was a very different, Mega Man game. It was one of the first
RPG Mega Man.
Well, it's
really good.
Well, that's not.
It's good RPG Mega Man.
It is a not a platformer. No. And it was definitely in that whole Pokemon, almost card battling ish type of thing. Very different. It is an RPG, like you mentioned.
Yep.
But the fact that they're like, oh, we're gonna put it on there, and it was a franchise that lasted there's a lot of these games.
Yeah,
And then
I had the first one and played it, and I don't remember beating it, but I remember having fun with it and
Yeah.
like collecting the chips, and I'm going, yeah, all right, I can feel this, and knew they made a sequel, didn't get the sequel, and then they made
Yeah.
more. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit!
Yeah, there's like a bunch. There's
Wow.
6 main games, and then there are, I think it's like four spin-off games that have like nothing to do with the other. I mean, not that they have nothing to do with it, but you know how Capcom is. Capcom being Capcom, they make side project
Yeah,
stuff.
this must have been really easy to make.
I mean, I'm gonna go,
Not the
probably
collection,
not.
but like them individually by themselves.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know if it was easy for just the original development team to go for this because it's very different for them. But I will say that I remember when on the DS when they released Mega Man. Oh god, it wasn't Mega Man Network. It was Mega Man. Oh my god.
Okay.
Was it X Ninja? No. Was it? Yeah. Star Force. Mega Man Star Force. Yeah, I think it's like X Ninja, or X. Sorry, but whatever. It was Star Force was like they're trying to do an updated version of Battle Network, and no one liked it because they tried doing that.
Okay.
And I actually like Star Force is actually not a bad franchise. They have 3, games on the DS. But yeah, Battle Network. It's a pleasant surprise to see Capcom doing that, and I actually
cool.
am really digging it just because Capcom's going back into their well of older titles. Hopefully, they give it the same love as they've been giving other games, like the Capcom Fighting Collection.
Yeah.
With all the extra stuff in there. Let's see. Blanc is a
Blanc
game
looks
that
great!
it is a game that I saw and I immediately went, I want to play this game.
Blanc
I
looks
immediately
great.
want to play this game.
Yep.
For people who don't know who are listening to us or who aren't watching video but they're listening to us, Blanc is a story. It's an indie title that features a fawn and a wolf cub, and it's all done in black and white imagery. There is no dialogue, no text. It's all about the experience and what you're seeing. And it's supposed to come out in February next year. And it looks fantastic. It's super adorable, really fun. I heard there's supposed to be multiplayer in it.
Good.
Like you can, because there's 2 characters you can play.
Uh-huh.
And I this is a game where I went, holy crap. I want to play this game. Why hasn't anyone made a game like this before?
We don't even know what kind of game this is. It's definitely like a platformer.
It's supposed to be it's a puzzle platformer.
Yeah,
obviously, using 2 different characters. But yeah, just how the art style is.
There's a bunch
music
out there that play like this. It's fine,
I
but
mean,
this
no.
looks great.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. I'm very surprised. I'm actually surprised this isn't a game that hasn't been like that. Nintendo isn't just hyping up a lot more now.
Well, 2013. 2023 though.
I mean, it's February, so I mean, get on there. Get
Yeah,
on now.
we have a year to wait.
It's not a year. It's like 6 months, 7 months.
2023.
Yeah, we're halfway through. We're in the 7th month now of 2022.
Okay, fine. All right.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting it is July.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
in July.
Yeah.
This is one Return to Monkey Island.
Controversial, don't you think?
I mean, I was like, oh
Why?
yeah, are they doing this?
Yeah.
Is it for real? And then I went, oh yeah, they're doing it.
I keep forgetting the dude's. I know it's Threepwood. I keep forgetting Monkey Island's protagonist's first name. And I'm like, but Threepwood's such a great last name, so it's like, how can I forget it?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Oh well. But yeah, a bit of controversy around this. People don't like the art style.
I mean, I'm digging it. I think it's cool.
I can see where it is a little cheap, but the feel of Monkey Island is there. And like, all right, I can look past the art style if this game still has that whole like Double Fine kind of feel, like that old school point and click adventure, and then feel to it, and then make me laugh in the middle of it like the last one did. I'm okay with it. Let's see what happens. Am I gonna buy it right off? I don't know. Like, I don't know if they'll do like a physical copy of this like first, because I like to collect my games physically. But if it's coming out digitally first, maybe I would just probably buy it digitally. So I mean, I don't know. I just want to see a little more of this game so I can make a better like judgment on it. But the entire fan base is like, oh, fuck this artwork. Oh, fuck this artwork. I'm like, well,
I mean, they could have. I guess they could have tried making it the same, but then Monkey Island graphics, realistically, and this is real talk, are dated as fuck.
They are dated as fuck, but I think there's ways you can update that and make it like look better. I think this is a pretty good like in between that though. If you ask me. But I mean, whatever. I don't see it.
I mean, I'm with you. I don't actually see an issue with them. Like, they're trying something different.
Yeah.
They're trying. And like, if I would arguably saying, listen, if everything was on the up and up with that game to begin with, there would have been like a ton of more sequels. Like, we would have. This shouldn't have been so hard to make happen. It's like, yeah, this is what we get, and they're trying to make it different.
Yeah.
Also, not like they also.
There we go. Guybrush Threepwood.
Guybrush.
Guybrush Threepwood. All right, I'm in.
But yeah, but the idea that, they also are trying to get other people to play this game, so you gotta throw in something that'll make it look more modern. Because like what's modern? What was?
Yeah. Let me just see what happens. That's my thoughts of Return to Monkey Island. Mario Rabbids and Sparks of Hope, however. Here's the thing. I don't like Rabbids. Never liked Rabbids at all. But they keep adding these systems to this game that I'm like, that looks fun. And it's like an RPG, but it's like you can run, like you get turns, and then you can throw up a bomb at something, and then you can go into battle. And it's like Mario RPG, but with like a free action like menu where you can move around and grab something and then throw and then go into the a battle menu, and it's like, okay, all right, okay. I feel the combat in this.
It's real time. It's free movement.
Yeah.
In turn base. You don't like rabbits. I'm like, well, it's because you're not supposed to. They're supposed to be irritating characters. I actually find them to be very fun. All the games they ever released for it. I thought it was also very funny that they're offshoots of a Rayman game. So,
and you would be really cool if Rayman was in this, but I think Rabbids is its own thing. But hey, if Rayman shows up in this, maybe.
I mean, maybe, but this is a collaboration between Nintendo and Ubisoft. And I don't know. I mean, I really like the first Mario. Was it Mario Rabbids game? Thought that was really dope. Even when it was turn based, it's like, yeah, this is hilarious. Yeah. Especially when they have Rabbid version of characters, it is super funny. But yeah, the new additions, new characters. Just trying to be different, man. They're trying to be different because, we could always just get another. It would be just another Mario game that's not Mario. So
I wouldn't mind a Mario game that was all like Mario Brothers and Mario characters with this battle like.
They have that. That's what this is. That's what this game is, John.
No, but the rabbits are in it. Oh,
yeah. Oh no, they added a character, but there's other characters that are like Bowser's in this one now.
I don't like rabbits.
Oh,
that's
doesn't
enough
matter
for me.
to you.
We have the
Yeah, we quit complaining about it, Sean. It's the game you wanted, but it just happens to have something else.
So now I don't want it. Little Noah.
I know, but it comes out. I'm excited for it just because it also comes out in October this year. I mean, a lot of the Nintendo Direct, which I was very happy to see, is the first thing they say for the partner Direct is these are games that are coming out soon, like legitimately soon, as opposed to like, hey, we're gonna talk about a game. It comes out in 2024, just so you know, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Or a game that gets delayed to that. Little Noah, I saw this and I immediately thought, hey, are they trying to make fun of like old Final Fantasy games, like after 7 when they have the overworld?
Yeah,
and
side games though.
I because I'm just basing off our style, and I went, oh no, it actually looks pretty dope, and it's actually out now, so you can get it.
Yeah,
now,
I should
folks.
I'll try this. I'll try it. Let's see. Like
every time you say that, dude, I always think about that when we showed the trailer for the Halo series, and your words were the part that paused. Right, not when the audio like dipped down a little. It says, "I gave Gotham a shot. Yeah, I can watch this." I'm like,
whatever.
Well, watch Gotham. I watched Gotham. I'll
I
watch
watched
it.
all of Gotham. I'll give Halo a shot. Like, what the fuck?
And then I'm gonna go for a couple more. This is actually RPG time. The Legend of Right, just from a sheer technical and art style view, where you're watching someone making their own RPG board game.
Cool.
I'm gonna give this game a shot. It comes out in August.
I think so too.
You play as this kid who made his own board game, and he's doing all this stuff, and you use the stuff on the desk to progress in the game. And the fact that they mixed, he has like a tabletop or desk with all this stuff on there that is like where his pencil is. Obviously, that's where you're gonna grab that to draw or whatever. And then he has a pencil drawings of the game itself, and that's pretty dope. Now
That's cool.
It could be trash, but it could also be a very interesting way to play a game. So hopefully, like I said, it comes out in August. I'll give it a shot.
You skipped SimCity, not SimCity,
Not
but
it's Railgrade.
Railgrade.
I'm just saying because we also, we're on a timer, Sean.
Yeah, okay.
We're on a timer, so I'm going through all this stuff as quickly as I
hear
can.
jokes about Railgrade.
And then
Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic Frontiers, their trailer makes it look really hot. And then I watched the fans out there, Arcadians, watch the gameplay trailer on IGN because they premiered it through them.
Yeah.
And it is not a great experience. Like, looking at
Doesn't
it's
look
not
great. No.
It doesn't. There's parts that could be fantastic, but granted, it's also an early version of the game. So I don't know. This is one of those games where it could be really good, like Mario Odyssey level, or it could be complete trash, like any other Sonic 3D game that they tried putting out. It's kind of a bummer.
I like Sonic Colors.
Yeah.
But
great.
If I have to really admit, you can almost play Sonic Colors by yourself. It almost plays.
Yeah.
Actually, no, sorry. I'll rephrase
you mean automatically?
It almost plays itself.
Well,
I don't get the feeling of that for Sonic Frontier, but looking at Sonic Frontier does kind of put a bad taste in my mouth.
It's like,
not because of like Sonic 06. I don't want to say it borders the look of that, but maybe the feel of how that plays. You feel me? Maybe like the movement and whatnot, and his attacks. They did make him a little flashier. And,
he's got a cool. His attacks. I admittedly will say his attacks look really dope. It looks fun, but at the same time,
I kind of need to see level design.
As good as this trailer was, I've seen the actual gameplay.
Yeah,
and.
Well,
I can't.
Sorry.
Obviously, early version.
Not level design. I need to see other levels.
I only get to see the one. The part that gets me in this whole presentation they did for Sonic Frontiers is the announcer talks about Sonic and doing these things, and he goes, then he basically gets teleported to a new land, which we call cyberspace. I went, oh gee, are we in the Matrix now? Is Sonic gonna be in the Matrix?
Whatever.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, come on, announcer. You make me want
Actually, I want to say, come on, Sega.
Come on, Sega. Oh, come on, man. And they're making a big deal for it, too. They're trying really hard. They're trying really hard. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about Live Alive or Live Alive. I don't know. I keep hearing different people say different things. Mm-hmm. I've heard someone call it Live Alive, and then another person say Live Alive, and I went...
Whatever.
This game looks really dope. It's a game that never made it to the United States just because, Japanese RPGs have a lot of translation that has to be put into it, and companies a lot of times don't want to pay for it because it's expensive or they're cheap. One of the two. But this game, the demo's out now, so you can actually download the demo, check it out, and your game save progresses when you get the legit game, which comes out. Do we have a date on when this comes out?
This no. No, I don't think so.
Is there not an official date?
Not that I know of. I remember seeing this and then going, oh, well, I'm probably going to buy that because I'm an old school gamer that definitely got Triangle Strategy because it looks like this, and Octopath because it looks like this.
Yeah, they're using the HD 2D format, and it looks great. I love the music in there. Man. It's not. Hey, good. You like what you like, bro. You like what you like.
I know, but this could be horrible, and I wouldn't know it.
But
there's a demo.
There is a demo, and it is a celebrated I would say, I guess, coveted RPG, just because it didn't make it here in the United States.
Okay.
From here, I mean, there's all these other things obviously going on with the game, with as far as how they character design and all those other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't. Actually, I'm looking on the Nintendo's page now. They don't actually have a exact release date.
Okay, that's all right.
So yeah, it's whatever. It comes out when it comes out.
If it
But you
came
can
out
get
and
the demo
said,
now.
hey, it's going to be out within the year, then that's cool.
Yeah.
They'll announce it when they announce it.
But yeah, it looks solid. I'm also a fan of the old school style of RPGs. I mean, nothing against what's going on now.
The JRPGs, yeah.
But I do miss that look.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's surprising to find out that they have so much. They were being able to put so much work into it, just because it was a lot. Like to think about, like they did the translation, did all those other things. Yeah.
You got the okay to do it too. It's like,
yeah.
all right, and just bring it over.
Making
cool.
it happen. And so I'm like, way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Way to go.
All right. Sick.
But yeah, and that's pretty much all of the stuff. I mean, there's some other minor games, you know, Doraemon Story Seasons, Dragon Quest Treasures within the side story. Portal, I heard that, and when I immediately heard the computer talking, I went, oh shit, it's Portal. I'm like, are they bringing it to the Switch?
Cool.
And I went, okay, cool. Persona 5,
hey!
because you have to say the whole thing. Because when you say Persona, it could be a plethora of different things meaning there.
You finally wanted to make video games, or not make video. You wanted to make money and put this out on something other than the PS, like the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Congrats! Good job, guys. Though I don't feel like I want to play Royale again. And like not Royale, but I played Persona 5.
Yeah,
loved it,
yeah, you
but it's
did.
like, do I play?
You streamed it a couple times.
Oh, I didn't. I streamed all of it. It's like, do I want to play it again just because of Royale? And I have Royale, and I'm like, it's right there, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Just for other scenes, another party member, I'm like, fuck. I really want to do this again, but it's so good, and the music and the
do what
UI.
you do. Do what you do.
Yep, I think I like that advice right there, Randy. All right, but
all right, let's go into a shorter one.
Oh yeah, I was
Just
going to say
'cause
Nintendo, but like,
Yeah,
good job,
yeah.
good show, Nintendo.
I mean, I'm a big fan of their directs in general, and not everything is a hit, just because they have to pick what they can talk about, because it's not always their games. Mm. Is it a bummer that we're not going to find out about what's going on with Metroid Prime or the Breath of the Wild? Eventually, they're going to talk about it. Whether or not there's going to be any new anything from Nintendo, they having worked in the game company, which I know I've mentioned many times here, there is a schedule. They want to try and keep to it. They want to keep they can't talk about everything all at the same or all at once when they have it available, or else they got nothing to talk about later. Like those dicks who leaked the
video leak guys?
Playlist. Well, like those guys who for the Street Fighter 6, you're like, oh look, there's all the list of the fight. I'm like,
oh, that guy,
bitch, son of a bitch, guys, you gotta.
I'm not looking
talk
at
about
it.
that.
I'm glad he did it, but I'm not looking at it.
It's like, nah, man, I want to be not that I want to be surprised. I'm like, man, there's people who there's people I know who are like, fuck, I'm supposed to do a presentation about that, but no, but Twitter put it out there. Thanks, guys.
But I think for me, it's my choice. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, no, good for you, man.
But for others, it's like, all right, what direction are they taking Street Fighter 6? And you see that leak list, and you go, oh.
You're like,
all right, all right, okay.
Find out. We're gonna. It's like now I'm interested.
Yeah, then fine. And if it's like leads to more sales of Street Fighter 6, then cool. I would say I'm happy.
All right, so some dudes who've been playing some old games decided or wanted to know, hey, where's the manual for this game? Because back in the day, games used to come with manuals, not so much now. So now there's this group who worked on a project to get every single English language SNES manual available for you to look at.
Okay.
We're on Kotaku.com, and I just like the idea of this is that, the article goes on to say, back in October 2020, I did a feature on a project that was trying to find every Super Nintendo manual in existence, scan them, upload them onto the internet, and I'm happy to report that as of July 2022, the project has now completed a significant, and many of you reading this, its primary milestone. when I published that feature, the team, including Arachnus, Buffalo Joe, Timber, SNES Central, and Grant Kirkhart, working on the project, led by streamer and archivist Peebs, has uploaded around 600 scans and had only around 100 manuals remaining until they scanned the instructions for every game released in the West during the console's lifespan. That is fucking awesome. That is awesome and kind of sad because I feel like this should be a thing that already exists. It should be already out there. Well, it does now, thankfully, but it should have been there already before. I mean, just to have it there, just because, you know, what, it's great that they have this. Like now, it's like we're get them all. Get every other console.
Well,
Do it now.
We buy old games, and sometimes the manual just does not come with the with the case, or you even get like a new ass case, or like a pre-bought jewel case with the actual disc, like the good disc, resurfaced, all nice, and it will play. But you're not getting that full experience of like actually buying it from like your old Funko or mom and pop's video game store. Yeah. And sometimes the owner's manuals were the first thing to go.
Well, but, I mean, I try to keep all my
you try.
Yeah. It's hard, especially with this era, the Super NES and NES, any of the cartridge-based ones.
Yeah.
Specifically with Nintendo, because Sega, they actually were smart, and they made cases for, like, when you bought the Genesis games, they came in a hard plastic case, and that's where you put it in, and that's where you kept them. Nintendo, not so much. Nintendo had used cardboard. Mm-hmm. You put it in there, and they get all busted up. I mean, I'm very lucky that I still have some of my Super NES games complete, but it is a hard thing to do. Just because things get lost and moved, it's gone. The instructions are just gone. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the fact that they were able to do that, it's great. The one thing I was actually very surprised to hear is that, as of now, no one has tried stopping them from doing this. Not that there'd be any cause for, at least in my eyes, I don't think there should be any reason.
No.
Why
I can't imagine any legal reason for them to be stopped.
Some people get mad. I don't want to put it out there as to what would happen and who does what, just because I don't want to jinx it.
These guys are this.
Yeah, my hat is tipped off to them. I believe it's like they have their own site and they're on the archive site where you can do a search and
Pimps and Scholars, man.
It's like I really appreciate that this happened.
Pimps and Scholars.
You know, especially game manuals are not a thing now.
They're really
you
not.
have to get them.
It's a dying art, you know.
You get them in limited run games will have game manuals in some of their games, but a lot of it's just it's not in there. It's because games tell you how to play it. You know, they give you a tutorial. Yeah,
usually.
But like you said, it's a dying art form to have these manuals. Like, look at the artwork on some of these. Now, not all everything's great, but like I have good memories of seeing some like looking at Donkey Kong Country there. Donkey Kong Country,
some of the artwork in Donkey Kong Country, they'll just be little snippets of character drawings or something, and we go, hey, that's cool, you know, whatever.
I always liked that they had the tips and tricks notes in the back of the manuals. I would actually write things like that. Yeah, not all, just some. Just some. Let's see here.
Pretty sick, man.
Let's see here.
You guys are pimps and scholars.
Yeah.
Cadillac amongst men.
All right, so since I'm on the Nintendo train,
we have been.
Yes.
We were gonna.
So
stop
someone
doing this?
someone invested $40 of stock.
Yeah, this.
To ask Nintendo about F-Zero, which I'm like, you know what? You must really love F-Zero to ask. Also, I mean, not gonna lie, I would probably. I mean, if I had enough money to invest, I don't know what their minimum buy-in. But if I had enough,
apparently it is about 5 million yen, or maybe just
5 million yen, which is 40,000 in US dollars.
Yeah.
So this guy just did that so he can get on the investor call, essentially. Yeah. So on June 29th, during an annual shareholder meeting, an investor called in and asked Nintendo president Shuntaro Furukawa if the company had considered bringing back fan favorite franchises, specifically F-Zero. It's been over 15 years since the last release in this series, and so the question caught the attention of fans desperate for a new entry in the futuristic racing title. Now, thanks to a new report, we know who asked this question and why. So this is on Kotaku.com, but the article is saying basically, according to Business Insider, The investor who asked about F-Zero is a Nintendo fan who spent 5.6 million yen or $40,000 US to purchase 100 shares back in February after selling stock from a different company. The investor wished to remain anonymous and simply known by the Twitter username Momiji. Momiji?
Sure, Momoji.
Momiji. He describes himself as a diehard fan. I've been playing Nintendo games since I was a child. Momiji explained to Insider, among them, I can't get enough of the sense of speed of F-Zero. Which he's not wrong. I mean, that is definitely something you get from that franchise. See, while he had purchased enough shares to gain access to the meeting, he told Insider that he wasn't guaranteed to get a question in. Asking a question, he said, was a quote-unquote bonus. Nintendo later confirmed with Insider that 100 or more shares are needed to access these annual shareholder meetings. Dang, $40,000. Ugh, that sucks. Well, I mean, you're investing in the company. Asking about F-Zero, Nintendo's president offered an answer that was basically, thanks for asking, but no. I mean...
Maybe if you put another 100 million into Nintendo,
100
I'll
million,
consider it, fuckface.
You know,
Don't bring that shit up here.
No, basically, it's like, yeah. It realistically difficult to develop new titles and remakes, including sequels for every Nintendo game that people request, said Furukawa via translation. Momoji verified, but we are very grateful and appreciative of the expectations our fans have of our games. You know, that's actually really cool, because it could have been the easily said no comment. It could have been the nah, kick rocks, yo. Thanks for your money, though. But yeah, it's like, no. It's like, who asked that? Is it the same guy who keeps asking about the what was it? Oh, I forgot what's the other Nintendo. Oh, sorry, other Nintendo game. It was like, oh, who wants to get a new? Actually, I was gonna say, who wants another Donkey Kong? But actually, I think there's things to show that there may be a new Donkey Kong Country coming. So
yeah,
I'm like, damn. But yeah, I mean, he shot his shot. He went for it, got an answer, and it's a lot nicer than I've heard other people give for franchises. So, I mean, is there a game? If you can gain access to any company by investing $40,000?
Yeah, you know what?
Would you do something like that?
Yes. I'm like, not even I wouldn't even question it. I wouldn't even question it by a long shot. But
especially knowing that you could get an answer that's it's not a shitty answer. Like, what they said was good. Like, it's actually really nice that especially since this is an investor meeting.
Yeah, the president's just like, oh god, he's one of these motherfuckers. Yeah,
like,
no. Just shut up. No.
Like, no.
But, I mean, I wanted to screen share and then whatever here, but yeah.
I mean, why can't you just screen share?
You were screen sharing at the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Here's the thing. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. My One Piece. Oh no, I screen shared the wrong thing.
Shawn.
You know, I know.
You gotta practice this, buddy.
You know.
Gotta practice.
Let's stop the screen shares now. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't. Well, okay. Let's
all right, folks. The Arcadians, yeah.
Cool.
Shawn's learning to have the ropes.
You know, I boned somewhere. I don't know where I boned. Okay.
Sorry, man. It's all right. But anyway, what would be with one game? Like, obviously, it doesn't have to be with Nintendo, but what's one game that you would ask about?
Damn it. Yeah, F-Zero.
You'd ask me, like, hey, F-Zero.
I am a big old F-Zero fan. I like F-Zero. Yeah, bring it back. Why don't you just do it?
I don't know. It's because it's also because they're like, well, because they already have a racing game that does really well for them, and it doesn't take as much to make it happen. So,
fair.
Like, damn, Mario Kart.
I am just gonna do this and then screen share.
Although, you know, I'm surprised there isn't a Mario Kart F-Zero crossover.
No, you get it in Mario Kart every now and again, though.
I mean, a little, but like, it'd be really cool if they actually did that, did it for real. Like, oh no, we're gonna, because you know, there's other games like they have in Mario Kart, like Mario Kart 8. They do have like the hover car versions. I'm like, you know, why didn't they just throw in it? Like, well, you guys got it.
Look, you put the Blue Falcon in Mario Kart. You're already doing 0G racing, which is cool. Yeah. And you even put Mute City in Mario Kart. In fact, hell, I think there's like 100 tracks in Mario Kart, and I think maybe 10% of them are F-Zero tracks.
Didn't they put F-Zero tracks?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that there's a good chance that what it is that they want to make it, but they don't know how well it'll do. So they're like, we should remake, or we should like port over the GameCube one. It'll be all good. And they're like, we actually don't have that code anywhere.
Here's the thing.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's probably true.
They probably can't find a team that would do it really like justice. And they would have to do it themselves. And they're
Which
busy.
isn't not bad, but yeah,
no, it's not bad, but they're busy. They got shit going on, so they can't do that. It's not like they can just be like, "Hey, what if we hired Sonic Team to do it?"
Nope, don't do that.
And then you go, "Oh wait, no."
Wait, did you check out that Frontiers video? Yeah, that trailer? No, the gameplay one.
But we're paying him though, Miyamoto. Like, no, I don't care. No.
Actually, it'd be interesting if they're like, "Oh, we're gonna hire that. Where's that Need for Speed team at?" I'm like, oh, well, they can do it.
Okay, first off, you're fired. Second, you want to trust an American team to make our Japanese video game. You're fired. Get out.
Metroid Dread is made by an American team.
We don't worry about that.
Yeah. What now, sucker?
No.
Prime was an American team.
They were, and it was, and Prime did really well.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Nintendo likes to be like, the exception to the rule.
No, they obviously not. They've had American teams take over their stuff.
I don't see it. I know it's done before, but I don't see that they would do that. And have EA of all fucking companies do their racing
the Need
game.
for Speed team. Well, Need for Speed. I mean, actually, was it Need for Speed's that's the, what's it called? Because they got rid of the Need for Speed team. It's the guys who did Burnout. It's the Burnout Squad. Which I'm like, fuck, that racing game is amazing.
Okay.
So. All right, so.
EA related news. This is probably really dumb, but to update, because EA lost the FIFA license.
Yeah.
Want to know how much FIFA was like this much money or it doesn't happen? Was $1 billion.
Well, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't see EA putting $1 billion up.
No, they probably want to be less.
Just the FIFA.
Well, because they also got to pay the licensing for the music they're going to use.
Yeah.
All that shit. They don't want to pay that.
They can't.
And that's just to get the rights for.
And that's $1 billion. Fuck you, ain't happening. I could see EA go, because when we were talking about this earlier, it was like, EA, just pay the man. Shut up, right?
Yeah.
But they want the moon and stars.
I mean, I'm curious as to how much they paid for Madden and continue they paying for Madden.
I think they have some sort of deal where they're all bros and it just continues to happen. And they love working with each other. It's just one giant.
I don't know if it's a
jerk.
love, but yeah, they're legally bound by each other.
Yeah,
contract.
But with FIFA, they may not have that kind of relationship.
No, obviously not.
Yeah,
but they still want it. It's not like they're gonna stop making the game. They're just calling it EA FC Club. I'm like, no, dudes.
We can easily make a soccer game without you eat my wang.
And you're like, I guess we're gonna find out because I mean,
yeah, true.
We're gonna find out if it's easy.
But I thought like FIFA, you wanted $1 billion, straight hard ass $1 billion.
Relatively speaking, that's not a lot.
Especially when
considering it's a worldwide franchise. Worldwide, football's not worldwide.
No, but like EA,
baseball's not. Well, baseball sort of is.
But EA, I mean, could be
out,
acquired. By Apple, not in a month or two.
That's true. Actually, it's even more funny if they got bought out. And they're like, actually, we want to make that FIFA game, so now we're gonna do it. It's gonna be Apple's EA's Football Club presents FIFA. They're like, yeah, we did it, guys. Check it out. I'm like, oh shit, it came with my iPad.
There you go.
Hey, it wasn't that hard.
Apple flipped the bill for that.
You're like, that's all you gotta do.
Even though I hate EA.
I don't know. I look at it, I'm like, hey, I feel like that's a deal. You say that money, and I'm like, I feel like that might be lowballing. Because
really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like $1 billion? With a B?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I imagine that's actually quite a bit. It's a football. Soccer is
it is a
worldwide. It's worldwide, like legitimately worldwide.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of other sports who can say that. So.
And I don't know how long they would have the FIFA license.
I mean, yeah, I think that's
for
not for
a
the
billion. It would probably be for a bit.
Yeah, I imagine it's several years. At least.
There's like we're gonna be making them FIFAs for a while.
Yep. All right, we got one last story.
Cool.
Just because I saw this and I went, oh, it's kind of sad now.
Okay.
So
what's up?
CW.
This is sad.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually read this whole article. We're on IndieWire.com. The is it
educational
Nexstar,
but sad.
Nexstar is potentially going to be the buyer for the CW. For people who don't know, the CW is a network that is a partnership between Paramount and Warner Brothers Television. You know, they merged together many years ago, and they're a mix of two different brands.
Yes.
With another brand that has licensing in it.
Mm-hmm.
So for people who don't know, shows, especially like the DC licensed shows,
Are they still around? Because I stopped watching.
No, they are. It
Okay.
is. The Flash is somehow still on, but they've been slowly canceling them all out, and some shows are actually already going or being re-aired on HBO Max because that is Warner Brothers network.
But still the studio doing them and filming them. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So what's going on is that anytime you see a new show like that, like I'm going to mention The Flash, that puts the CW network into debt already. They're not making any money on that because they're not making enough money on the commercials and to do all that, and it's because they have to pay licensing to Warner Brothers to get this show on their network. Even that partnership, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is. It's because where they make their money is through reruns on other networks like TNT, or streaming services like Netflix. Well,
HBO
a lot
Max.
of that, yeah. Well, not through HBO Max.
Yeah, you're right. I would think they would, but no.
But they're not. But the problem they're running into now is that because I'm going to assume it's because HBO Max exists, those are just going to go there anyway. So deals with Netflix may not be as lucrative as it once was because they're not the only group in there. I mean, they may have deals and whatnot. But yeah, essentially what's going on is I'm just going to put a number out there, and this is not the actual number, but let's say the yearly debt that CW has to pay out is $300 million.
Sure. Okay.
A year before they start recouping it from their whatever streaming services they have.
All right.
This is just to get a show going, and that's it. Well, what's going to happen is Nexstar, they could buy the entire network for $0 to get controlling ownership of the CW. Why that is because that means that they would be the ones to pay the debt that they acquire. They're going to be the ones to pay that off. So they're like, they're going to have to figure out what they want to do with the shows that they get. And obviously CW and Warner Brothers, or Warner Brothers and Paramount are probably going to be like, all right, well, we're also not going to give you all of these. These things are coming with us. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that all plays out. But yeah, basically the article goes on to say is a pretty sweet deal, right? It becomes a little more sour when factoring that CW's current losses, which sources who spoke with the Wall Street Journal, the publication that first reported details on this round of negotiations, said could exceed $100 million. But that's the burden Nexstar would be taking on, and the relief of the respective balance sheets of current CW owners, or certain CW parents, Warner Brothers, Discovery, and Paramount Global.
You got to think that Discovery's okay with this.
I mean, because they got the money. They're like, hell yeah.
They got the money. Discovery didn't put anything into this.
I mean, they put a lid. They have a lid. Well, they put a lid just because they're of the acquisition of Warner Brothers.
But it's like, yeah, dude, you want to alleviate some of this shit for us? Cool. And you get the TV division of that. Like, all right, cool, great.
Yeah, we won't know what the exact details are or what things are going to be kept and what's not. I mean, obviously, things have been changing with the CW since Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers made HBO Max, because a lot of the shows just go there. Like, they're there now. It's like, oh, okay. And I was actually very surprised to find out that I'm like, oh, The Flash is still on? Okay. And then there's all these other shows I'm not interested in because they're not for me. Mm-hmm. But it's like, oh, I can totally see why Warner Brothers and Paramount want to get rid of this, because they all have their own respective their own, Paramount Plus exists. Obviously, we talked about Warner having HBO Max, Discovery being part of that group now.
Yeah.
So, I'm not surprised by this at all. I don't know if it's going to be a deal that goes through just because Nexstar has to pay. Like, we're going to get this for nothing, but we got to pay $100 million. Like, damn.
I have a feeling that they can, though.
I mean, maybe they can. I'm actually not familiar with Nexstar. I don't know what their
apparently
thing is.
They run a lot of the actual like television lines. Fucking like the television channels that like basic cable stuff.
Okay.
So they run a lot of that.
I mean,
And-
they could.
Okay, cool.
I guess they can get a lot of assets just from this acquisition.
Yeah, they
so,
could. The story really is just like,
Kind of sad.
I don't want the TV division of the CW to like go away because a lot of my comic book stuff is on there. But Flash is gonna leave. Arrow's gone. Legends is gone.
I know they canceled that, so it's like that's a
Fucking,
bummer.
and it's like
Batgirl,
I kind of
Batwoman,
Batgirl,
Supergirl's gone. I'm like, damn,
gone.
these are. But like Stargirl's still around.
See, and this is the thing. I completely was like, I stopped watching. Like, to be fair, I stopped watching, and I feel bad about it because, like, Flash was good. I think I stopped watching right about when he finished dealing with, what is it? The brain guy.
The brain guy.
The guy that was as smart as the Flash is fast, and he like. Salazar, oh fuck, I forget that guy's name.
Oh yeah. No, they have too many.
Yeah, and like they dealt with him, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then I stopped watching. I can't for the life of me figure out why I stopped watching. I think maybe I stopped having cable TV or streaming shit was like way easier. And honestly, if The Flash is on Netflix, I could probably catch it there, and I didn't know that until now.
Oh,
After
yeah,
this story, and I went,
yeah, they have them on there.
Oh shit! Okay, cool. I can catch up on Flash, and the same thing goes with Arrow. Same thing goes. I've watched all of Arrow, mind you, and I'm like, yeah, it was pretty cool. It was really rad that they did it all of something like Arrow at the time, and I was completely like, yeah, Arrow was sick. And then the whole like Legends of Tomorrow, and it started off really good and like kind of dipped for me, and I'm like, and I watched
I digged it, but then,
I watched Gotham. Why?
You watched Gotham, yeah.
I can't watch this, but I watched all of Gotham.
I don't know, man. I didn't.
Where
like
is
Gotham
my
at all.
head?
I was trying real hard to enjoy it, and I just couldn't. But hey, you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with the CW. I actually remember when they merged. I remember when it was UPN and Warner
CW,
and
yeah.
WB, and then that's when I was watching Smallville, Supernatural, even like was it Buffy and Angel were all on Warner Brothers, and then when they moved over to UPN, or that's when they became the CW. That's when was it Angel had ended, and then Buffy had gone on for 2 seasons on that network, and you're like, oh yeah, so they got a total of 7. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it's the network hasn't really reached that kind of like notoriety or like oh shit, this is on here, then cool,
They did. It's just a lot of those shows ended, so it's like, oh yeah, Supernatural. I mean, I've been to Comic-Con when Supernatural fans there. It is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and you're like, yeah, they started on WB and then ended on the CW, but now it's over. So you're like, all right, well, what are we doing now?
Well,
I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of. I look at it, I'm like, oh, that must be so sad for the people who work for the CW, knowing they're like, yeah, we ain't gonna get shit.
So far, like their lineup of shows, the Walker Texas Ranger one's still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't. I think they just call it Walker. They just call it. I'm like.
Until he's jumping from biplanes, punching out old ladies.
I was thinking about the backflip. Flip, that back,
sure.
Or that. I'm sorry. That
the Flash kick a dude into a tree.
Oh no, I want to look that up.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
Screen share the shit out of that, please.
Oh, yeah.
And when they're doing like ridiculous shit like that, cool. I think there's also like a Dynasty remake on there.
There is that. Actually, that one's actually supposed to be really good.
Do I
that
really
want to
watch that?
That one's actually supposed to be pretty good. But I'm also. It's one of those things where I'm like, not interested in that.
No, neither am I, man. Until what's his face from Supernatural is flash kicking people into brick walls and through them, then yeah, then maybe I'll be interested. But like right now, I can't. They got to have some better shows.
I mean, at this point, I don't think it matters just because they're trying to get rid of it. So.
Yeah, now they're going to try to get rid of it. But like, it's that whole studio. You don't want to see that whole studio go, right? Like, because they film shit there, and like, hey, people work there and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, like, some shit that they do film shows up on Netflix, and a lot of shit that they do film that show up on Netflix is actually pretty popular on Netflix. So
yeah,
there's money
makes it
there.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a pre-existing deal. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not finding the one I want, but there's one that I got.
Screen share. Do it.
Just because he walks up, and he jumped. He sold it so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
Bitch.
That's so just terrible.
What's funny is that Chuck Norris didn't even take his hands out of his
no,
jacket
he's
pocket.
in his jacket.
This
He
is
just
like-
walked over there. Ooh.
Yeah. Serve you, her Father Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints. Pow! Fuck you off. You know.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
it.
off. Bam!
the
He's
one.
just gone. He flies away like Superman. Yeah.
I'll help you, sir. Oh yeah. Oh, those gifts.
Yeah.
Oh, do I want to keep looking at this? No.
No, you don't.
Yeah, oh,
Sorry.
God, there's so
Sorry,
many weird ones.
MP3 users of our podcast.
It's all right. It's all right. No, we're just
Yeah.
looking at folks out there. Just look up Chuck Norris or Walker
Norris
Texas
or
Ranger
Walker Texas
gifts.
Ranger, yep.
Gifts, and you'll see some. There's some. That show is so ridiculous.
Yep, it is. It
And
was
I
great.
watched every season of it.
And it was great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right. Well, that's the end of it. Actually,
Yes.
that's all our show. So, look, no technical difficulties this
Thank
time.
God,
Woo.
man. Sweet. We made it through,
Yeah.
and your house didn't explode.
Nope. And then.
And that, I'm
everything's going
grateful for that, man. That's great. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But while you're listening to this, now I'm saying it, just happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. We really appreciate. Hope you all had a good, fun holiday, and that you're enjoying listening to us, and that yeah. I mean, that's it. I don't know. You got something to say, Sean?
No. I mean, check our YouTube. I still have to make some outros and whatnot. I do have to talk to you about that. But, I mean, yeah, I'm going to try and stay a little busy. I can edit this real easy. I think maybe I'll just add the GIFs of Walker Texas Ranger to the video. If I could find the clip where he's on a biplane and he transfers the biplane, scoots into a car that's swerving on the road, and it's just an old woman just driving, and he gets into this passenger side and he punches her out and stops the car. If I could find that, I'm putting it in there. It'll be great. I only know that exists because of Conan O'Brien, and he put it in. Oh, like, fucking, what's going on in this show? So yeah, I'll do that, and other things. So yeah, I'm gonna edit this, and it will show up on YouTube. Hopefully, I can pull that off. Which I honestly, it's not that hard. I just have to stop procrastinating and be like, "Hey, video games are good! Yay!" So
I just did things like buy Walker Texas Ranger. Oh, the episode you were referring to is called Skyjacked.
Sick! I'll find it.
Yeah.
YouTube it somewhere.
Anyway.
It's gotta be
All
there.
right. But anyways, Arcadians, we really appreciate you taking the time to listen to us. And yeah. I'm Randy Kings, the Sean Pender.
The arcade is closed.
Arcade's closed, like I said.
Recording stopped.
All right. So why don't you try logging into YouTube now?
Stop